Hi guys, what's up everyone? This is Shah from Quantsutra and we'll be trading the US futures today. How you guys are doing? And I came back live after long. I have some commitments, just working on my commitments. Now everything is done. Let's see how the markets are reacting in the past days. Let me go to 1 hour time frame. The market is already at all-time highs. And if you can see, market made an all-time high. It sweeps the previous all-time high, came down and doesn't make any new high, and it started making the new lows. Again, the low is swept. The recent low is swept in the 1 hour time frame. And if you go to 15-minute time frame, you can see this is an FEG. But I'm not sure that recently market started acting a bit weird. It's okay. Let's see how it will work today. Most probably I'm not taking any trades, but I'll be like kept observing what happening in the charts. This is a chart or the trade. This is a trade which I been looking in the morning. So if you go to a little bit lower time frame, I can see this is an inverse FEG. It's a 5 minute inverse FEG. Market broke down, retest, and an entry from here. Most probably, let me move this one. Okay, I put it in the reverse. I'm sorry. No, this is the way. After the retest, maybe at the retest only, I think so. It's a 1:1, but went, it was so, it went into sideways. Not that good. I'm not expecting this. Whenever the market taps into our 4 hour FEG, we get a rejection, but not that great. Every kind of rejections is going back into the zone, going back into the sideways market. If you see now, we can observe this is an FEG and we have a BPR over here, exact BPR. Exactly, let the market to tap in, then we'll decide will the BPR works or not. Why? Because it gives a good rejection in the downside. See, the rejection is huge, but let's see what will happen. Yeah, rejection is pretty huge. Let's see market open in 8 minutes. How the dollar is doing. Okay, dollar is slowly, uh, what you can say, market is slowly correcting its way. The thing is the rejection happened here and it was started going upward, but we are not sure why. I'm not sure. You see, okay, this is one point of interest. Market is at that one point of interest and the market open exactly in 7 minutes. Let's say the both are aligning. Not sure how this thing will work, but let's see. The recent times, a dollar is acting so weird. It's a complete sideways. Let's say, for example, mm, this part accumulation, we did a manipulation and a distribution. This is a very good distribution, I can say. But what happened? These small corrections are making a huge impact on the pairs. Not sure. Let's see the BPR. Guys are watching any other thing? S&P 500. This is a big cluster. In the morning I took an entry and I made an SL after a good move. But what happened here? I kept an SL somewhere else here, and the market didn't make any 1:1. Oh, actually, it make 1:1, more than 1:1. It almost made 1:2s. Wow, I didn't close this one. I was expecting to take out these highs, because I'm like super bullish. So market pushed up and went down to an SL and a complete sideways. You can guys can see this one. There is a no manipulation thing. It was like a complete what we can say. Uh, what kind of trend line is this? Is it just a trend line that's heading towards downside? That's it. Nothing more than that. Bounce, 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 bounce out, rejected, and came back into the zone. And again, we are at the FEG. FEG tracked well, but if you can see, this is an FEG. We got a reaction, and there is an proper demand over here at this level. Let's I should a guy to take a step away from the markets, let the market open, then we can decide how we can trade. See, this is the kind of price action which I'm not looking in for trading. Been like holding and holding and holding. Morning onwards, the same scene. So this is a one good point of interest. So if you can see this, this is one point of interest. Okay, been looking at this point of interest, but what happened after that? Market was kept chopping, and all of a sudden it was a very good dump. Whenever the London opened and it started dumping, again the same scene. The market started chopping again somewhere around like after a good dump. This is just like a 1 hour dump. That's it. After a good dump, market started chopping again and it started flying again. Let's see. I'm not sure about this one, but if you guys are very much interested in trading the inverse FEG concept, if you see, as I mentioned, this is a one good liquidity zone. Market swipe the liquidity and pushed up, and it's an inverse FEG model where you can enter from these tops, keeping an SL below and targeting 1:2s. See, this could be a very good trade, but I'm not that active at that time. I was like little bit cautious. Looking, we have like plenty of news today. Not plenty, it's too many news today. I'm not sure what happened on the June 1st. Sorry, July 1st. Let's see. Hmm. How's gold doing? So this is one point of interest. Okay, a liquidity zone market is broke the liquidity zone, and what happened here? It retested it again, and after that, so usually, if in case you guys are following me, you will be you saw how I take an entry, but you look at here, I always take an entry from these highs. Exactly, this is a very good push. But I was constrained to taking a target to till this area. This will be like targeting 1:3s, I think so, most probably exactly. And after that, market flew away. Even though we have this thing, see. So one of my strategies is first breaking the recent high. Wait a minute. This is a recent high. The recent high is broke, and after that, sweeping the next high. So this is the next high. It makes a equal highs or an SMT, what we call. So it made an SMT. It's almost now you can see gold is coming toward downside, and how we figure it out. There is a structure shift here. You can consider the structure shift here, but I don't consider this PA as a good one. But this is a good structure shift here. But I don't see it's a kind of structure shift. It's kind of sweep. You guys can see the body didn't close outside the structure. So it may not be a structure shift, but it's a kind of low sweep. So let's see. We have an FEG over here and here. Let's see. Let's take this one FEG only, and consider if in case market like tapped into this one, right? Let's tapped in and game came to this one. Maybe we'll enter from here, targeting like these lows or these highs. Okay, not much. Okay, then a correction and a dump. Okay, this is one kind. What about the other one? If the market invalidated this one, a retest, we are taking the entries from these highs, targeting the highs. So consider targeting these highs, keeping an SL below this one, and targeting 1:2. That's it. So this is going to be these kind of trades we are talking about all the time in the live. Okay, let's see market open in 1 minute. Okay, market open in just 1 minute. Okay, we have non-farm payroll news also in this week. NFP, NFP. Let's see. We have okay. The bell ranks. Let's see how the NAS is doing. Okay, what the hell is happened? Okay, already market open. Already market's open. How the gold is doing? Gold is doing nothing. How the NAS is doing? NAS is again in the same way. So if you see, let me open this one. If you see, yesterday's was too choppy. After that, I feel like so while I was like trading from the standard timings, ISTs. So it was like a mid 12 o'clock, and market started moving. It gave a good breakout to the downside. It already swept here, but it's not a good candle to take a trade in. But you can see this one. You got a continuous momentum and a sweep, and after that you got an engulfing candles. And after that, even though you miss that trade, let's say consider you having a point of interest here, and you take, then you will be like taking the trades from here, keeping an SL below these candles and targeting the yesterday's highs. That's it. That's gonna be a quote 1 hour to 2 hour. Hmm, what a day. Let's see how the markets will behave. Okay. Okay, let me delete this one. It was a halfway did it right. So let me delete this one and this one. Let's see. So this is okay, wait, it's not in a perfect line. Okay, now it's in the perfect line. Okay. See the same sweep. There is, I don't know why, what happened to the volume. Uh, if you guys don't take a trade from here, let's say you guys be taking the trade from these highs. This is called a breakaway gap. So this will be the XVG and these two will be the FVGs too, but on the top it will be a breakaway gap. If in case you guys want to trade the breakaway gap, always wait for the retest. Push, retest, bam. This is how you take the trades, or else you wait for the market just to give a good volume candle to blow out these FEG. Then we can try to enter from the highs, no retest, and jump. If we have a very good candle closing outside our FEG, Hmm. Okay, it's a rejection, quite a rejection, but okay, it's not a rejection, it's not it's indices candle, that's it. How's the gold doing? About the gold. See, it reacted well. So what you guys do? So this is an FEG entry, right? Okay. So see from here, the structure shift and consider this is a point of entry. Okay, let me delete this one. Consider this is a point of entry. Market those broke, it should break this point of entry. Market was stuck at this point of entry. So all I can say. Okay, what's happening with GU? Okay, so this is the one good example. I took a trade from this inverse FEG, but what happened? I don't know. I mean, this may be the order block push or else the point of interest push. Market pushed up, took out my SL, and straight away dump from the here. It reaching almost reaches my target. Uh, so it's more like, let's say, 1 is to 5. That's it, 1 is to 5 trade. So let's say if you risk more, if you risk like $70, you will be in return you're getting $350. So the trade went well. My bias is correct, but don't know the point of. Uh, Usually I take an entries after the retest, but I just directly don't know jumped into this one because of the volume or because of the market trend that I have started. Why? Because let's say uh, so this is all the good liquid highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows. Every time the market breaks it, but what this time happened? What happened? Market sweeps it, came down. It doesn't make a high and make another low, and a good got a good rejection from the FEG and started coming down. I took an entry from this inverse FEG. Boom, came down, but could be an uh, late entry or early entry. I'm not sure what we can say, but it's okay. It ate my like 1%. Let's see how this uses work. Again, the same trade which I mentioned in the morning. The point of interest again, the market is this thing. So I avoided these kind of PA. But what happened afterwards? It started dumping. The same scene. What about the NAS? Okay, I'll show you a very good example in the NAS, like what happened on the this thing Friday. Okay, where is my entry? Okay, let me go to 3 minute. I think so. I may found my entry. I'll give you a good example. Yes. Okay, so my entry on the last Friday is this below. Here I kept an SL like this on top of it. Okay, because playing with NAS is little bit risky. So I kept a target of the days below. Okay, yesterday's below, New York below. So I kept a target like this, and I've been waiting. Market exactly took my SL and it started dumping again. It was a pretty bad trade. I mean, pretty bad day. That's it. It's always like kept taking the highs and highs and highs and started dumping for the whole day. The Friday, anyways we have to put it like 6 hour. This one, and this trade is literally 1:2 hour. Like most of the time, still the market is in sideways. GU, the same scene. UJ, the same scene. It gives a good volume. Hmm. Okay. See, okay, I'm not switching to another one. Okay, this guy, see, it gives a very good volume. Same scenario. What happened in the morning? I don't know why the recent times the market is going too much sideways, 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 sideways all the time. See, there's nothing happen. Uh, in the London or the post London, or I mean after the London. You got a, so here comes one good setup here. How you can get this setup is, let's consider these highs, okay, to the these low. It's a very minute manipulation. We don't call this a very minute one. Again, the manipulation happen. Again, there is an inverse FEG over here. Market closed above the inverse FEG. Place targets here and targeting these highs. It could be like good 1:2, or else if in case you target, you can target here London. So it not exactly the Asian range manipulation, but it's a kind of manipulation. It's the accumulation and the manipulation and the distribution. See, exactly, market tapped into our IFEG, or what we call as the regular FEG. Exactly. Market making good highs. Okay. US 30 is moving. US 30 is moving. NAS is not moving. It's barely moving. S&P 500 is also same. It still respect our trend line. Gold is also not moving. It's literally going sideways. GJ same. Give a push. That's it. We are like 12 minutes into the market and we got just one good candle. Same scene on this thing. Let's go for check dollar. Okay. The dollar didn't invalidated this one, but we can wait. Let me go to like 1 hour time frame. Okay. So what is this line? This is a monthly line. Oh, sorry guys, no, it's not here. It's here. Okay, maybe we can go for weekly, not monthly, weekly line. Let's see. Nah, it's monthly line. Daily, no, it's monthly line only. You guys can see it's a monthly range. It's a monthly line. Market is exactly at that monthly demand. Let's see. So this is all a very good cluster and a good manipulation on the monthly. And the distribution started. So if you guys are trading only on the higher time frames like dailies or weeklies, See, this is a good accumulation. Let me go down 1 week little bit lower. Manipulation happened. Market retest again went up, again came down. Let me go to daily. If you see the daily, this is a manipulative one. Okay, then it's a daily FEG over here. Daily FEG was not invalidated, but it's almost candles forms inside. So usually what we do, go to like 4 hour time frame. If you see after this rejection, after the downward rejection too, where we enter somewhere else here, keeping an SL on top of it, like this, and targeting the manipulation low. This is a pretty big one. Took how many days? Most probably, how many days? 57 days. It's a 2 month streak. Good one. This is a very good one. Let's see how these things are doing. Dow Jones not at the almost highs, but NAS is at all-time highs. US 30 is not at all-time highs. We have a pretty high chances of pushing. So let's say let me put a 4 hour this thing over here, liquidity point, and another 4 hour liquidity point over here, or let me keep it on top of it. Okay, let me consider this as a very good of interest, good of supply. Let's see, the market is about to tap our 4 hours one, go to like 1 hour time frame. See, same kind of stuff, 15-minute time frame, you might get entry over here. Okay, we don't have any entry, 5 minute. Yes, maybe we enter in 15, no, in 5 minutes only. Okay, you keep this as a 5 minute FA. See, things will work, but it's all depends upon how patiently you are waiting for it. So most probably what happened at the time of opening, right? SS will get triggered by 1:1s. See, this is the chop which I'm not expecting from the market these days. S&P 500, no, it's almost gave a very good breakout, but I'm not sure why, because we have a liquidity grab over here. Let's see. So, point of interest. It could be a fake out, tap, boom. Okay, what's happening in the gold? Fake outs. I'll be having the fake outs, auto fake outs. Hmm. Gold is punching up. Nothing much, guys. It was like too boring sitting in front of the market, which is not even moving. Anyways, we'll see how the things will go. And we go to 1 hour, so 1 minute, 3 minute, right? Mm. 3 minute, same thing. Inverse, tapped in, pushing, but I'm not sure. Look at this cluster. It may stretch. We have very good chances, but I'm not sure. It may stretch like this to till this extent. I'm expecting a stretch to till this extent. So like this, maybe you enter the trade here, keeping an SL below, taking the highs like this. Let's see how this thing will work. If in case we are in a cluster, consider we have took an SL here itself. Or else let's say if we keep extended an SL below to till this here. We'll see. Not at all ready for this one, but hope so. We'll see how what will happen. Stretch just started. Well, guys, do one thing. If in case you guys are wondering where I can enter, if in case you guys left it right. So consider going these highs. Let the market tap into these highs. Then we can decide. Okay, yes, this thing is pushing. Very good. About just ooh, something is on steroids. Look at the US.